The Cap 1 upgrade will make your Snapjaws perform worse in these raid targets, at least if you do the regular ones first. Hey everyone, Derpy here, and welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. I wanted to make this video as a quick PSA for you to hold off on upgrading your standard Snapjaws in the current raid. If you're watching this video a few weeks later and you have your entire fleet at X1, or Cap 1 rather, you can click out of the video, your fleet will be better. But if you only upgrade your regular ships to Cap 1 and not your flagship, such as if you are currently doing the raid, came in with a full X1 fleet, and got a bunch of tokens for the Snapjaw, don't use them on your standard ships until the flagship is already done. Which, unfortunately, because it's a really long upgrade, means you're going to have to wait till after the raid or coin it, which I don't recommend. So what's going on, and why am I talking about how Cap 1 makes your fleet worse, at least in most conditions? Well, that's because of King Killer and Evade. If you're not aware, the targets in this particular raid, and a lot of raids in the past, have King Killer. This means that the enemy accuracy-based turrets, such as the missiles, shoot at the ship with the highest raw number of armor points, which in this case is your flagship at 64 million, compared to your standard ships at, say, 55 million. For this reason, a lot of people, including myself, are building the back 4 ships, one of which is currently refitting, as damage ships, and the flagship, which again, all the accuracy-based missiles with King Killer are going to fire at first. We're making this one into an evade tank. This effectively gives your fleet 4 ships that do a ton of damage and 1 ship that has 95+% evade. In this case, it happens to be, for me, 95.5, 96%, which is very, very high. Now, what happens if you look at the cap upgrades, and I upgrade one of my ships, my X1 ship, if I took this one up to Cap 1 right now, what would happen? Well, instead of having 55 million armor points, it would have 61 million armor points, which is much closer to the flag. In fact, this is close enough if your flagship is getting damaged more than 2 or 3 million, which is not that much in these raid targets. Things are now going to evenly split between your 2 ships that are at 61 million armor points, the flag with some damage, and the regular ship at pretty much full health, which is definitely possible because it is not getting hit by anything else other than missiles in this target. So for this reason, you're going to want to make sure that you do your cap flagship upgrade first before you do the cap upgrade on the rest of the fleet. If you already did, it doesn't super matter. You do have 3 million points or 5% of the ship in terms of buffer. It's not 0 buffer, but it is more than, say, destacking combat speed or something else weird that we have seen. If you're planning your upgrades, you should still get the tokens for the Snapjaw, but you should make sure if you're using the fleet in a high pressure scenario such as the raid or strike, potentially the TLC, although more likely at the raid or strike, you want to make sure your flag goes first, which for 99% of players who don't want to coin means that it's going to not be going to Cap 1 in the current raid, and we'll have to wait for raid 3 to go for Cap 1. I hope this video was helpful. If it was and was something new to you, go ahead and share this to your different Facebook groups, Discord, etc. I don't always post every video I make in a ton of places, so the more people this helps, the better. With that said, I want to give a huge thank you to the channel members whose names appear on the end screen now. They're helping make videos like this one possible. And until next time, this is Derpy signing out, helping you be better pirate.